I promise you, he will be back. And tonight, I will be hosting with my husband Richard and also some other fantastic, passionate Sunriders, Mary Rosendahl and Jeannie Berner. And I'm hoping that some of you will also jump on this evening because we're all excited right after Sunrider Convention. So I'd love for all of you to think about any aha moments you might have from convention on any of the products that we've heard about. Dr. Chen and Ruben, they were amazing. I know we all really were pretty excited, took away a lot from their particular segment of Sunrider's convention. But before we begin, I just want to send out a reminder. If you want to take a quick look at your phone and make sure that you are on mute or *6, and that will help eliminate any background noise, like maybe eating dinner or driving. And I know when Max is helping us have this great recording, he appreciates that too. So everyone just take a quick look. And then if you'd like to speak, just unmute yourself or press *6 again. So I'm just going to wait a second. Everyone just take that quick look. Okay, wonderful. So again, welcome to everyone. This is Dr. Dees weekly interactive Sunrider product call. And as I mentioned, if any of you might have just jumped on, he will be back hosting next week. But tonight, a few of us are going to be sharing our thoughts and our excitement about the Sunrider Convention that we all just came off of. So it's pretty amazing. So welcome to the call. So also, I want you to speak about anything that gave you an aha moment or anything you loved hearing that really encouraged you to want to try a new product or maybe increase it, or perhaps just bring it back into your daily diet because you forgot about it. And some of those product lines that were shared with the immune boosting product, stress and anxiety, and a health cleaning product. So I will call it at the convention. So before we actually begin talking about the convention, I'd like to share a little background on the Sunrider for anyone who is new on this call. And the information that I really I'm just reading right from Sunrider's catalog, page 3, the Sunrider difference. So I'm going to tell you what Sunrider says about this amazing company. The Sunrider difference. We understand that our customers want products that are not only safe for them and the environment, but also products that really work. The Sunrider difference ensures the highest standards of safety, quality, and effectiveness that you deserve, from the unique philosophy behind our products to a proprietary manufacturing process. One of those aspects that makes Sunrider so different is the owner expertise. Our founders are top-notch scientists and trusted experts. Dr. Jason said is a world-renowned herbalist with a degree in pharmacy. Dr. Oyland said is a medical doctor, and together with their son, Dr. Ruben Chen, also a medical doctor, and Eric Chen, an organic chemist, they oversee the research, development, and manufacturing of every Sunrider product. And I know when Richard and I started with Sunrider about 30 years ago, we were so impressed with the expertise that was behind every product that we would be putting in our body. Another thing that makes Sunrider so different, of course, is that philosophy of regeneration. And Sunrider says when your body runs in balance, a healthy mind and spirit follow. That's why Sunrider products holistically nourish and cleanse your body's 5 systems with a precise combination of nutrients that promotes optimal health. We call this the philosophy of regeneration. And that is so very important, having a philosophy behind this product. It really sets the stage for everything that Sunrider develops and promotes to us and that we will be putting into our body. So that's what some something that was very new to Richard and I when we first started with Sunrider. We had not understood or really heard about that kind of a philosophy before. So we got pretty excited. So what else is different about Sunrider? It's a variety of whole foods. Your body is designed to be nourished by a wide variety of whole foods, not chemicals. There is no perfect food or ingredient, and too much or too little of any one can unbalance your body. Your optimal health requires a vital variety of foods and nutrients, and you can find them in the Sunrider product. So I know Dr. Chen was talking more about the during convention, about that variety, and that we may only understand, just the herbs or the that we might see in some stores or the fruits and vegetables that we get at the market. But there are thousands and thousands of different herbs here, and there's different parts to them. The leaf, the root, the top, and it really takes experts like Dr. Chen to really understand how to combine these foods. And Richard will be telling us in a few minutes about how the manufacturing really plays into why these products are so superior. All the products made by Sunrider maximize your body's absorption of concentrated nutrients from whole foods by preserving the integrity of their goodness with our proprietary extraction and concentration process. We oversee this technology and advanced process in their NSF certified manufacturing facility. And right before we could talk more about that, I'm always so struck by to listen to Dr. Chen talking about his own personal story and why Sunrider really came to be, and the fact that he was such a sickly child and they did not have enough food or medicine to be able to feed them. And his grandfather, who really did understand more about going out into the fields and learned about all the herbs and the roots and all these products that could put into a cake and that actually fed Dr. Tim and brought him back to health. And what's so interesting to me is that original cake that was given to Dr. Tim is actually our original newsletter. It's the same formula that brought him back to health based on thousands of years of research and manuscripts. So when you start to look at Sunrider product, I hope everyone is doing at least new plus or fighter shake, something that is in that realm of nourishing our bodies. If you are new to the call, please ask whoever invited you here, and they will share all about that with you. So I'd like to ask Rich now to explain that. Tell us a little bit more about the manufacturing. What else you learned new on our Sunrider call?
Well, it is my pleasure to be here. I think I liked everything about the convention. And what I liked was when Eric was talking about the new manufacturing facility. Because the first thing he said was that this is part of the forward thinking of Sunrider. Because Sunrider is here for the long haul. They intend to keep on going and growing. And this is part of the reason why they chose the Dallas-Fort Worth area. He said, by moving to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, it's going to enable Sunrider to bring the best quality and best product to the Sunrider public, if you want to call it that. They're updating the machinery to make more efficient and higher quality products and to improve the layout to make the process even cleaner. Now, we all know how clean it is. And many of you have been to the facility along with us many, many times. And we're always amazed that this is a pharmaceutical grade plant in this plant, even though it is a food grade company. Nobody else can say that. Okay? It is being centrally located in the U.S. by being in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So it gives more access to the world through the ports in Texas, Los Angeles, and Long Beach. So one of the were disposed, they would take it something in there, they have other options. So that's a great thing that we have and that they do. He also talked about building the facility, and they're designing the manufacturing and warehouse facility, which is going to be very unique to Sunriders. And that in itself is a statement to Sunriders' future. There's going to be two buildings. He said building A and building B. Building A is going to be manufactured, and building B will be for storage and expansion. And what interests me, because I used to have a renovation company, and I would work on old houses and new construction. What it said was, typical construction would be to pour the floor, put up the walls, put on the roof. And this is what you see all over. That's the way they build. But the way Sunrider is doing this is they're pretty much the walls and the roof first. So this will give them, the way he said it was, a 15 interior to lay out all the machines and the rooms and then pour the floor. And by doing this, each room is self-contained and unique for the Sunrider process to make it cleaner and more efficient and better for all Sunriders. He also said there'll be almost no downtime because they're going to have both the manufacturing facilities in Dallas and in California operating simultaneously for the time. So I'm really excited about that. And I can't wait to go out there and see what they've made, and of course, you guys do. And then one of the other things that impresses me, and this is just a concept, is when Dr. Chen spoke about the manufacturing process. Because unlike other herbal companies who have maybe a 3 or 4 step process, Sunrider has a 9-step process. And very simply put, step 1 is select, 2 clean, 3 enhance, 4 line, 5 formulate, 6 extract, 6 concentrate, 8 blow coat or spray dry, and then 9 is packaging. Now that in itself is interesting. So many other companies send their products somewhere else to be manufactured and processed and packaged. And by doing that, they lose control of what they're making. What sets Sunrider apart, again, is step 5 and 6, the formulation and the extraction. And that's what makes them different, in my opinion, superior to anything else I've done. Okay? What Dr. Chen says about the formulation is we combine our herbs in the right sequence and precise proportion to harmonize with your body. And to any one of you who have ever made anything, bake the cake or anything else, you know the way you add the ingredients and how much you put in makes the difference between the good cake and maybe not the good cake. Okay? The second one that stands out is the extraction process. And what he says about that is we use different methods of extracting beneficial nutrients from our herbs while minimizing unstable ingredients such as salt and water. So those 2 steps alone set this apart from everyone. And you can find a brief description of these concepts on page 6 of the Sunrider Strategy. And from a personal standpoint, many of you know I hurt my leg and I'm in the recovery process. And I've been using as much Sunrider as possible in this healing process. And my doctor was very impressed as to how strong my ankle is getting and how quickly I am healing. So these products do work. And I'm sure Max admits to that too. martial arts, you get into, you get hurt. Anybody who does anything, anywhere in their life where they, something extra, even if it's just more energy, Sunrider is the place to go. So that's my take on part of what I got from the convention. I hope you guys all got something from it too. If you have any questions, if I can answer them, I'll be happy to.
Does anyone have any questions for Richard or wants to add to that? Don't forget to take yourself off mute if you are, or press star 6 if you'd like to speak. Hi, Richard, this is Jackie Milan. Hi, Jack. I was just wondering if you could be more specific about what you're eating from Sunrider to also do in preparation.
Sure, I do a lot of the NDC, a lot of the vitamin, the Stevia, sports cat, a lot of sports delight, and I don't know what else other than what I always do, Marlene. Since you're the one feeding me, maybe.
You see the green, honey.
She's my nurse.
I just keep reading everything in, but Jackie, it's a good question. It's mainly the NBC, but also what we did add in more of just the strengthening is like the Seaweedia, sports cap, and then the Vitafruit for helping with the tissues. So rebuilding the tissues after surgery. So those were some of the extras he does in addition to his normal NBC every day.
Yeah, and roughly within 2 weeks, once they told me I could start trying to stretch out my ankle again, I am back to normal. Within 2 weeks, or actually a week and a half of stretching exercise with no pain. So I'm really excited about that.
I hope that helps you, Jackie. I think you are.
Yes, it does. I have put myself on mute. Yeah, thank you very much. That's great.
Yeah. Right. And then of course, I use the sundry. I rub it around. I can't put anything on the incision section right now, but all around my ankle and my foot and my leg up to the calf. A lot of sundries, like 3 or 4 times a day. So they help with the circulation, getting circulation back into the area. So, I mean, any questions I had, I would like to start.
Okay. Thank you. And yeah, just in case anyone did not know the actual, what happened is he actually shredded his Achilles tendon. So he had surgery on that. So that's what we're talking about here. As far as Richard's recovery. So this is all to help him recover. Okay. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Did anyone else have anything else they wanted to mention about the manufacturing? About what Richard was talking about?
Hi, this is Mary. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I was just really blown away by the extent to which Sunrider is planning way into the future, and how they are making sure that there's the right people in the right positions in the company to keep everything going forward, and going forward well. Even though Dr. Chen, of course, and Dr. Eileen Chen also are very much still a part of it. Just to see the children and how they are participating in it, and how they're all committed to the company as well, and all of their expertise being added to the mix, and it's just really exciting to see so much vision taking actually coming to effect, and planning for And that gives me a real sense of security about the product.
Oh, God, I so agree with you, Mary. That is fantastic. It's true. I think, with a lot of companies out there not necessarily doing so well or just trying to survive, Sunrider is always thriving and moving forward and growing. And that's something we all can feel really good about. So thank you. And Mary, don't go anywhere because you are going to be our next presenter about some products you want to share with us that also got you excited.
Will you go ahead and start now?
I do.
Okay. What really got me excited was the discussion about the immune system, because as some of you already know, I had to travel throughout the entire pandemic. I was never able to work from home. And so I continued to travel throughout, and it was this Sunrider product that made me feel comfortable enough to do that. And particularly those products which have to do with the immune system. And I always thought about the immune system product, as being preventative to keep me from catching anything. And but now what they brought up in the convention was that not only do these products protect you against toxins coming into your system, but they also detoxify. And talking about the detoxification process, which basically means that whatever does manage to get in is going to be properly removed from your system by these products. And I thought that was pretty exciting. And the ones that they brought about, especially all of which I've been using and continue to use throughout my travels, are the Quinery, the Alpha Plain C, the vitamin D3, and citrus C. Those are some of the primary products that they were mentioning as far as being needed to keep our immune system strong and to help with the detoxification process. And of course, emphasizing those four, but of course we have others which also help very much with the immune system. And one of them, of course, is the hand gel, which I use very well all over everything, and my hands included, but also I use it for other things. And the fruit and vegetable rinse, which I use to detoxify things. And of course, when I'm traveling, I need to, order fruits and things like that, and I can use that fruit and vegetable rinse on that. So there's just a lot of products that I use for my protection throughout, and thank goodness I've been completely healthy throughout the entire pandemic, and I'm just very grateful for the support from that product.
I just want to throw out there again and remind you of things, use your phones. I think I hear a printing machine. So if you take a quick look and make sure you're on mute, and then just unmute when you're ready to speak. So does anyone have any questions for Mary? I mean, she brought up a lot of good points there. Who else saw that segment and has something they'd like to say, or maybe had an aha moment about any of those?
Hi, Marlene, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I unmuted, and I enjoyed every single bit of the convention. I agree with Mary, with Quinery. It happens to be a spectacular product. It helps with circulation, and that's helped me as well. When I was going through an issue with my sinuses, but what I really loved about the convention was watching Ruby talk of his dad and how the company came to be. And you mentioned Dr. Chen was sick as a young child and how his father helped him, with all of the ready. And to me, the whole thing just fascinating. I had the opportunity of going out to the convention in 2000 and going to the plant and walking through that manufacturing facility and seeing how everything was being produced and how clean it was. You couldn't go in that building unless you were dressed to the hilt, which means you had a gown on, you had a scarf, your hands had, I think you had gloves on, but because you couldn't touch anything, but you even had the boots like you would when you're working in a hospital. And when you came out of there, what I noticed is that my shoes were clean. And those shoes are white. Not a speck of dirt or dust was on them. His integrity is amazing, and I don't think anyone has that kind of integrity. That's what I have to do about that.
I agree with you. Integrity is definitely one of their core values, Sunrider. And I just wanted to read a little bit of to you since you mentioned again about winery. So this is from Sunrider's fact sheet. It says this concentrated complex blend combines 5 best-selling Sunrider formulas into one super supplement, infused with nearly 50 Chinese herbs like powerful Chinese jam, Chinese white flour, dandelion root, and liquid leaf. Winery boosts your body's immune, circulatory, digestive, endocrine, and respiratory, and it's usually a foundation for optimal health and vitality. And also, one of the slides I noticed during the convention is that harmony and peace in the 5 systems. And I just love that expression, and it shows each of the systems, a picture of that. I had to take like a snapshot of it. But just the word saying harmony and peace in the 5 systems is so comforting just to see what is happening in our bodies when we're eating the Sunrider product. So I just wanted to call out to see if anyone else has anything they wanted to share with us about any of those maybe immune system products that Mary was talking about. Anyone want to take yourself off of mute? It was so okay. It was so interesting what Mary was saying that we heard that the detoxification system, and I think we were talking, and Mary and I were saying, "What's he saying? Is that a different system?" And then we realized he was really showing us another way to look at the immune system. And I know that Mary would explain that, so I thought that was a big aha moment for all of us here too. So I'm going to, if there's no one else at this moment, I think we're going to move on to Jeannie, and you're going to tell us about one of your favorite products that you've heard about also.
Yes. As far as the detoxification system is concerned, he did say that the Alpha 20C was a part of that detox, and I was really surprised that to hear that because I didn't realize that that was a part of it. The product that I want to talk about tonight is called Top Focus, and Dr. Chen also spoke about that during the convention. And I'm going to tell you first about the product and then tell you why I love it. And what it says in the product catalog is that it has a brain boosting formula which helps support the focus, it helps your memory, it's mental speed. It's fortified with ginkgo biloba and Chinese club moss. So this nourishing complex of herbal extracts, minerals, amino acids, and vitamins support cognitive function while fueling multiple neural pathways, which is really interesting because we all do need to have our brain working up to speed. And we know as we get older, we do lose some of the neurons and it leads to issues, but the ginkgo biloba will help a lot of it. Why I love Top Focus is because, first of all, I take it every single day. I take it as often as I need it. I start my day with Top Focus. This helps me know what direction I'm going in and what it is that I'm going to be working on. At night, I always have a list of what it is that I want to accomplish throughout that day. Top Focus will help me be in that mode so that I can be at the top of my game and accomplish what I need to. I don't have to do it real fast, but I know that when I do it, I've accomplished it the way that it really needs to be, that I want it to be. And I also notice the difference of when I don't take it. Because when I don't take it, I'm all over the place. But the minute I take it, I'm centered, I'm focused, and I can tackle everything that I need to do. And that's why I love it. And I highly recommend everyone to add it to their order. Thank you for listening.
Oh, thank you, Jeannie. That was fantastic. And I know so many people can benefit from this. And, you know, one of my aha moments with the Top Focus is when I saw it on, again, right on one of those things that they put up there, that they put that as part of the anxiety and stress. Part of that. And I hadn't really thought about it in those terms. I was thinking of it more in terms of everything you were just saying, focus, memory, but in terms of it actually calming down the brain, that was that they put that on that slide with the stress and anxiety. For anyone who has those kinds of concerns, this would be a great product to add to that as well. So, anyone have any questions or anything they want to add to what Jeannie was talking about with the Top Focus? That is a phenomenal product.
Hey, Marlene, it's Mac.
Yeah, hi, Matt.
Hey there. Hey, to kind of compliment what Jeannie was saying, Top Focus is my first food every day as well. And I love it just for all the same reasons she does. You know, in the martial arts, we talk about focus being focus in the eyes, focus in the mind, focus in the body. But for me, what that really translates to is being able to be in the moment, okay, and not being worried about distractions, not being diverted from your attention in the moment. And that's really what Top Focus does for me. In terms of the other products that Marion and so forth were talking about, boy, right there with you guys. NBC's forever for sure. And Richard, with your healing, I haven't shared this with many people, but over the last 3 years, I've gone through a hip and a knee replacement. And Rich, a lot like you, my recovery was so fast and beyond what the doctors ever expected. And me too. I mean, up and moving, no pain, etc. And I was using the same product mix that you described, including the Vitafruit, which is one that Dr. Dees has always been suggesting to me post-surgery with all of these things. So gotta love that stuff. As far as convention is concerned, loved it, just like all of you guys did. I think beyond the interview with Ruben and Dr. Chen, and then Dr. Chen talking about philosophy, my favorite two segments, I guess I would have to say, would be where Raman Chen, no relation, Australian manager, talked about the importance in our businesses of being able to create live video segments for social media, et cetera. So I appreciated that push in the right direction, if you will. And then Coach Darlene, fabulous. I guess that one was probably towards the top of my list. Just the things she talked about in terms of recognizing your why power, being agile, both mentally, physically, et cetera. Don't be fixed, and reframing possibilities away from problems, reframe into possibility, raising the bar and committing to your progress. And the one that I loved the most for her that I think I'm going to have put on the t-shirt was, we don't have to, we get to. So again, wonderful convention moments. Like everybody on the call, I just thought it was fabulous, and can't wait to actually get together with everybody next year.
Yes. Oh, Matt, thank you. And it's so funny. All the things that you said were right on my notes as well. Those same little things.
Sorry, I just messed you up for the last 10 minutes of the call, didn't I?
Not at all. Not at all. Because everything you said, truthfully, it stood out to me in a lot of ways. Like even with this, I think, did you say this? Not, we don't have to, we get to.
Yeah, that was my favorite little nugget, I think, of all of what Coach Dar said. And I enjoyed all 5 of her points, but yeah, that one was right on.
Well, because I was thinking about it just in terms of eating sunrise, right? Or whether it is taking care of our bodies, our minds and spirits personally, or whether someone is also sharing with others, that thought to say, I don't have to do this. I get to do this. And the reason I get to do this, in my mind, is because I have Sunrider as a product line, as a camaraderie place to be, and that we know we have something fantastic to share with others, that others can benefit, they can be inspired, they can be empowered, and feel their very best. We have something that so many people don't know about yet. And that I thought was pretty powerful. And the other statement was to, and I don't remember which one, it might have been the other speaker, is to let me see, live on purpose with a purpose. Or I forget where that was now, but it has to do with purpose. So that Sunrider really, to me, it gives us a purpose of self-care and a purpose to be able to share with others. And if you do that on purpose, that's how you said it, if you do that on purpose every day, then you can have great health, in my mind, and also a great way to share with other people, and also to build some extra income in your life. So there's so many ways that Sunrider can help us. And just like you were saying, we can't wait to see everybody again also, because that's all part of our whole Sunrider experience, I think, is all the friends that we've made over the years. And I think we've missed that this year. It's been a little challenging, but the fact that we have a type of business where we can speak on the phone, where we can do Zoom calls, where we can share with others in so many ways, really has been a blessing, I think, for all of us as well. So I thank you so much for that input. I really appreciate it, Matt.
Absolutely.
And yes, we all seem to be on the same page of what's kind of stood out to us.
No doubt. Marlene, it's interesting when you were talking about purpose, that I think where I really picked up on that was in the segment about willpower versus why power. And the purpose, I mean, that's your why. It's what propels us, it's what stimulates us every day. So if we can focus on that purpose, we can really take it where we want to. And what's the old saying about if you find something to do in life that you love, you never have to work a day in your life, which really kind of ties back into the whole idea of we get to do this. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when I get up every morning, it's not the stress of the corporate job I had 30 years ago that was every morning, oh my gosh, it's Monday, got to go to work, this is terrible. I get up every morning realizing that I love what I'm doing and I get to do this for a living. So anyway, enough for me, Marlene. Thank you so much.
for sharing. I just want to put it out. Does anyone else have anything that stood out for them in convention that you would like to share with everyone? Don't forget to unmute. I think I heard, let's see, Nina was on the phone. Let's see who else jumped on. I don't know, Margie, are you there? This is Judy. I thought it was fun. Oh, fun. Good. Something I like.
Okay, I just, of course, all the above, but I particularly love the family section. You know, when you've been in Sunrider a long time and you watch the kids grow up, I call them kids still, even though they're, CEOs and medical doctors and everything. But I thought that's very loving and kind of them because it shows the connection. And having had my own children, my own grandchildren, it isn't always what you want to do, is to put them out in the public. But I appreciated when Wendy said that her children enjoy it. So that made it seem nice to me and not just a forced thing for the kids. But I thought that was very kind to show us their settings, their homes, what their kids are doing. And it just adds to the familyness of it all. But also, I just appreciate it because I'm always interested in it. So I thought that was just I really enjoyed that. So I'm sure everybody else is too.
Oh, thank you, Judy. I agree with you. I love that cartoon. It's wonderful, like you said, if we've been around a while, because we've seen the children grow and now seeing that next generation, working in the company and have such a big part here. It makes your heart sing. And I think they're so, just the idea this is a family-owned business. And you really get to see the family. You get to see the behind the scenes and what their lives have been about. And even during this most challenging year, them coming out and sharing with such honesty. And it just makes you feel so trusting of this company and where it's going. It's very heartwarming. I agree with you so much. Thank you, Judy, for sharing that.
Oh,
Marlene, it's Margie. Oh, hi, Margie. Yes, so thank you for coming on.
The thing is, what I got from that was excitement for the future. They talked about the new manufacturing in Texas, and knowing how some of the regulations in California have kept them from bringing out new products and stuff like that. I think it got me excited about what they're going to be able to do with the new manufacturing and less the bureaucracy of the environment in California. So I was excited about that part, and I really, and I'm the same way with the kids. I still think of them as kids because, like when Ruben and Sonny were 5 and 3, I volunteered at my daughter's Montessori school, and they were there. I used to teach them French. Yeah, they were, and now I see them. They're all like you say, medical doctors and doing all that stuff. But I still think of them as my kids. Like we've known them for so long. But you trust them. You know that they're good people, and it's going to be exciting in the future.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Margie. I agree with you so much. It does. It brings that excitement for the future when you see so many other companies not, faring so well, that we have such a vision for the future. It's pretty exciting for all of us. So, thank you. I know it was hard not to get excited over some of those things, right? Even if we're sitting, in our homes watching the convention, you could just really feel their sincerity and their energy and vision. So thank you. Who else? Anyone else want to share something that was an aha or excited you from convention?
Yes, Marlene, I would like to add something. What I noticed also in the convention, I was watching the family, what a tight-knit family they are, and how wonderful they all work with each other, how open they are, how transparent they are, not only about their family, but about the business. And it does give you a sense of security. It makes you feel like everything, this is real. There's nobody snowballing anything. And it just gives you a good feeling. It does for me. It makes me feel, warm inside, where any other company, they don't tell you how they make the product. They don't tell you what's inside. And I love Dr. Chen's personality. He is so funny. When he was talking about the product and showing you the benefits of the product, and when he said, he just made me laugh. And thinking about it now, it makes me laugh as well. He said, quote unquote, "We are not here to sell you snake oil. We are here." Remember?
Yes,
Said,
I do.
"We are here." Yeah. And we are here with products that actually work. He is just phenomenal. I love his sense of humor, and watching him and his wife, Olen Chen, communicate with each other. You don't see that in any other company. I don't care what company it is, but I don't think you see it.
Yeah, I agree with you. It was really phenomenal in all ways. Does anyone else, anything else they'd like to share?
Marlene, it's Mary.
Hi, Mary.
I was just piggybacking on someone else's comment that about the healing, or several people's comments about the healing. My husband, Richard, over the years had several surgeries, and in every single one of them, the doctors were simply amazed at how quickly he healed, both knee replacements and the shoulder injury and other surgeries that he had. And he just seemed to heal so much more quickly than they expected him to in every instance, even though he was a type 1 diabetic. So it was, and I really believe that it was Sunrider products and the constant use of them that made that possible.
Wow, that's really, really,
That's
it's
just
just
a lot.
amazing. And I know it really does speak loudly for the products. And I know you've been using the products for such a long time, and you two have been really consistent. And that's what we always say to people too: be consistent with the product. And if you're not getting the results you want, you can tweak it or increase it, but please be consistent. So you really are an example of that, Mary, for sure. Thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to just remind everybody that there is a special, before we continue, a special going on with Sunrider. It's called the Back to School Special. And it has for children, and it's a backpack, it's a toothpaste for children, and it is the wash, the body wash. And I believe that, I just want to pull this up here 1 second. Trying to see where that is, I think. Okay, so anyway, that you go to the website and you'll see that I know Sunrider was having a little bit of a challenge today. I'm not sure if they're up yet, but please, everybody, go check that out, because that looks like a great promotion for back to school for kids. And also just want to really go over again that, Sunrider has over 400 products of healthy foods and beverages, herbal nutrition, beauty and body, home, and much more. And we kind of call it our one-stop shopping. And we say it basically fills in the needs of every woman in our home. And we also love the convenience of the online shopping and the special perks and the bonuses. And just the fact that we really can trust this company. There's just so much for all of us. Just as a reminder, the products we talked about tonight, and I hope you will go and look them up, learn a little bit more about them. The immune products, we mentioned the quinary, the Alpha 20C, the Top Focus product. We talked about the manufacturing and the special tonight. Some of the other products, you can go and look up under the immune products and the anxiety and stress products. So I know we have Ease in there, and there's Night Tally for the stress and anxiety, and for the immune system, besides the Alpha 20 and the quinary, there's also the vitamin D3 is in there, and the citric C. And remember, all of these products are from whole foods. They're not isolates in any way. Okay, so anyone else have anything else they would like to share tonight before I close and tell you what's coming up right after us? I'd love to hear from anyone else that would like to share something that was an aha moment from convention. So one more thing I guess I wanted to mention also, the home cleaning products, they did talk about those. And Mary did mention that was the fruit and vegetable rinse. And I remember Dr. Chen talking about how we're eating all of these good Sunrider foods, which are really helping to nourish and cleanse our bodies. And because they are concentrated and the way they are combined, they're very absorbable into our bodies. But he also mentioned whatever else we might put into our mouth, any other kinds of food that we might be eating, that fruit and vegetable rinse is so important to clean everything, because we don't know what is on any other product. Even organic products, as Dr. Chen said, there still can be pesticides. Maybe not the kind of pesticides we're familiar with, but there can be other kinds. And so we want to make sure we clean everything that we possibly can. We clean our fruits and vegetables, we'll clean our chicken, we'll clean our fish. So whatever it is that you're going to put in your mouth, you can clean that fruit and vegetable rinse. It is a very safe, effective product, and easy to carry around with you, as Mary does when she travels. So I just wanted to remind everyone about that particular product. Anybody else before we close?
Yes, Marlene, Julie is here. On the same subject, Dr. Chen also talked about the laundry soap and how it cleans your clothes naturally, and all the other products have chemicals in them. And even though you're washing your clothes, it still gets on your skin. Whereas when you clean with his laundry soap, you know that you're going to be fine. I've used the laundry soap, and I've seen the difference with it. I mean, my clothes are spectacularly clean, and I don't feel any residue on my skin either.
Wow. Thank you for that, Jeannie. And that just reminds me that he also mentioned a lot of the other cleaning products out there are too alkaline, which is really not good for our bodies. So we want to make sure our bodies are really balanced. And even the cleaning products, as you mentioned, are balanced and safe for our bodies. Because what we wash our clothes in, as you mentioned, I mean, that's something we're going to be putting on our bodies and can get absorbed into our bodies. So thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. So I just want to remind everyone, right after this call is Bob and Donna's call. You can find that information on the Rising Stars Facebook page. I don't know, if, Donna, if you're there, if you want to say anything about that call. Okay, well, anyway, that's a fantastic support group that we have, all of us together, learning and growing together. So that's right after this, go to the Rising Stars Facebook page. And then right after that is the Sunrider Win call. There'll be, they talk about recognition on that call, and usually some other great tidbits. So that's right after Bob and Donna's call. And I just want to leave you all with this one quote that Dr. Chen said here, which is, people start to realize how important their health is. I can tell you, it is not just one of the most important things. It's the only thing. So I really encourage everyone to please use and consume and eat your product every single day. Be consistent, tweak it, add to it, do whatever it is that you can do to see improved health and the results that you're looking for. You will not find a better product on the market, I promise you. So thank you everyone for participating tonight, and for the whole month of July also. I think all of our presenters that were with us. It was Maureen, Melina, we have Jeannie, Mary, Richard. So we had many helpers for this month. We appreciate it, and we were grateful to all of you for being with us on these calls. It was our honor to be here with you, and Dr. Dees will be here next week.